folks, we're here at the SWAC champion head coach, Coach Johnny Jones, a great individual, classy, nice human being, great things happen to great people. Coach Jones, to talk to you again. How you doing, man?
Bossman, I couldn't be better. Can't tell you how excited we are to be sitting here in Indianapolis and preparing and getting ready to be part of the greatest show on earth, and that's the obviously March Madness, and be one of the teams that have an opportunity to participate. So couldn't be more excited to be here.
Coach, for you, it's your third different school taken to the NCAA tournament. That's history in my book. You know, for an African-American coach to get 3 opportunities to do this, 3 different schools, man, Coach Jones, for you, how does that make you feel knowing that you led another program to this big dance and knowing Texas Southern has been a hard year for you guys with COVID, weather, all kinds of stuff going on, and through it all, your team persevered and made it to the big dance?
Well, I certainly have to say we've been extremely blessed. I've been very blessed over the years to be in good programs, to have excellent coaching staffs. Have been blessed to have good staff around me, and also players. So all those things have to really be in place, really, for you to have success. And I've been fortunate enough to do that. But this year's been trying. I've certainly had the opportunity to be in NCAA tournaments before, but this year with the COVID going on, we had a freeze in Texas that shut everything down. It messed up our gym floor to the point we had to move our last 2 home games to a neutral site there in Houston to get those games played. And at the same time, we had to make up games that was postponed early, and so wind up playing 7 games in 14 days toward the end of the season. So we had a lot going on. So you have to really credit the character of our young men, what they've gone through, the way they've done it, winning 14 of 15 of their last games, and then to win the championship there for the conference title. I think it speaks volumes about the young men that we have in our program, and it makes me excited as a coach because I know that there's still growth in these young men, and I think there's more out there for them to accomplish.
And Coach, you guys won a lot. You lost 1 game, pretty much the last part of the year. You all got hot at the right time, and being in Mississippi with that freeze, did that help you guys bond even closer together than you already are? Because I know with COVID you already bonded as well, but being in Mississippi with it freezing, the water's not working, thinking you may play, may not play, and being on the road 7 out of 14 days, playing games. Coach, that journey is one of a kind. And so for your young men, did you see them bond closer together, even with your staff, because you all are in that bunker pretty much together right there?
Well, we had a choice to make. We played Grambling State on a Saturday. We left out of there Saturday evening so we could be in place in Jackson, Mississippi to play our game on Monday. And unfortunately, because the weather turned, we were in Jackson in place and could get to the school. But because of everything else that was going on, they canceled the game on Monday. We chose to stay, see if the weather would break a little bit. We did. Went over and practiced that Tuesday morning. And then they called us after we finished practicing and told us that they were going to have to cancel the game as well because they couldn't get the administrators and the people to work the game that night. We still couldn't get out of town, but the game was canceled. So we were there to that Thursday. So from Saturday to Thursday, we were all kind of hooked up or locked up in the hotel room, same hotel. So it was either going to make or break us. And that's when I knew I had a pretty good group of guys that was on that trip. They did a great job of getting along, being locked in, focusing on the task at hand. And it really brought a lot out of our team and character because we got to know a lot more about each other during that downtime in being away. So I think it helped us at the end of the day more than wind up hurting us. We didn't get the game in, but at the end, I think because of the 7 games in 14 days, kind of worked out in our favor because it prepared us for what we were going to have at the end of the season, playing a very difficult and challenging schedule in our conference tournament, playing Alcorn, Jackson State, who was undefeated at the time, and then coming back with Prairie View, another undefeated team. We had to be conditioned to be able to play those games, and that helped us to be able to accomplish that.
And Coach, against Jackson State, what a way to get 350 in your career. I want to get 350 because, Coach, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scared for you. I thought
Yeah.
it was gonna happen, but then Michael made that shot. I was, oh yeah, they got this overtime now. Because I was scared for you, Coach. I had lost faith for a little while. I'm not gonna lie to you, 'cause I lost faith. I did. I was like, okay, they pulled this off. They got it, but he pulled it off. I'm like, yes, but what a way to get 350, Coach, in the Bartow Arena down in Birmingham.
Well, you have to certainly credit Jackson State. I thought they did a phenomenal job, and they were going in undefeated. We hadn't played them during the season, so we were kind of new to each other for the season, because we hadn't seen each other. But at the end of the day, it was a hard-fought battle. But one of the things we preach to our team all the time is playing every second, every play, and you never give up. And it looked dire there for a minute or longer. Because there was only seconds left on the clock. They were at the foul line. We had to make some plays, and everything really had to work out in our favor for things to happen. They had a young man miss a free throw. We were able to bring it down. And what's ironic about the whole deal, prior to the game, I was contemplating, telling Weathers, didn't need to probably take any threes tonight. I wasn't sure if his legs wasn't there, but he was 0 for 6, I think, from the three-point line the night before. But as special as it been for us all year long, I knew he was a pretty good decision maker, and we had been winning games playing that way. So I was fortunate I didn't chastise him or tell him not to take threes, because we needed that big three at the end of the game when he pulled up and nailed it and came back. And actually after during the overtime, he hit another huge three to really somewhat seal the game for us. So he stepped up big time, and it was huge for us. But look, 350 came, but I just wasn't expecting to get it that way. But we certainly would take it, because there was certainly a lot of drama in it. But we were able to celebrate. But I think I thought about that 350. It might have been a day later. I realized that was 350, and so 350. I guess one was just as special as that. But what a way to get it with shots like that and getting in overtime to give yourself an opportunity to play for the championship.
Yes, indeed, Coach. And just think about, I feel like, Coach, it loosens you guys up against your rivals, Prairie View,
Right.
because we all know that's a rivalry. When you all play, it's a rivalry.
Right.
You all go, the same players, same area. So to come out against Prairie View, who've been undefeated all year long, they're number one seeded, people giving them all the praise they want to have. But you all, that's your rival. So I feel like that was just what it was going to be, because you all played the last tournament that when your first year there, you all played. So I knew it was going to happen again. So this year, man, I feel like Coach Jones, your team was loose. They played like they knew it was going to win. Hey, we came this far. We got off the hook. We got our jail free card, Mike Weathers. Let's get the job done. So did you feel that watching your team play against Prairie View, that, hey, my guys are loose, they're locked in, and they're ready to take this title?
I think locked in will really be it, because I think our team have a great deal of respect for opponents, and especially in this league. It's a tough league. You've got really good coaches, really good players in the league, and you have to prepare and be ready. And I think our guys was really, really locked in for the game and had a certain edge about them because we didn't want to go in with too much swagger and come out of there with a stagger. By getting popped and knocked out. So I thought those things were good for us. So it helped our kids in their preparation. But, it's I guess kind of unique in a sense, playing in this league. I've been a head coach, and I was a player at LSU. I was an assistant at LSU for a long time. And we consider Kentucky, I guess we're in Louisiana and can kind of consider Kentucky a rival, because they were really the top team in the conference year in and year out. So that meant really they was everybody's rival. It's almost like Alabama in football in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
People say, everybody want to beat Alabama. I didn't really get a true feeling of what a real rival was until I took this job at Texas Southern. People told me about it. We talked about Prairie View and Texas Southern, because the two teams are practically almost in the same city. And so you have some built-in things that are there, and people are on edge for that game. It's a huge game because all your fans can come from Prairie View because of the proximity of the school, and that is it. So when you talk about a natural and a true rival, Texas Southern, Prairie View, because of the proximity, certainly invites that, and it's really exciting. And like I've been other places and other schools and coached in other programs, and you can say you've got a rival, but heck, they may be 5, 6, 7 hour drive or something. So fans not showing up. This is different, and you feel it, and your fans feel it, and the city feels it. So it's a good thing, and we're excited that we were on the positive side of that rival the last game.
And Coach Jones, I saw the joy on your players' face celebrating that championship, man. And it just seeing your young men released for a little while. That's how happy they were. And even the last game, you got contributions from up and down your roster, double figures from a lot of different guys, which is going to help you guys as you play this game here on Thursday night here, because you have guys alive who are participating and really engaged and even your guys on the bench who not playing are engaged, which is guys want to play, but they was engaged and cheering on their teammates and being what the energy they need. So let's talk about that, Coach, from top man to the bottom man on your roster. Guys are connected and together and about the team, and you can see your guys are truly a team right now.
Well, I think it's real important when you're in a program that your players have buy-in, and if they've got buy-in, they feel like that they've got some ownership. And if they've got ownership, they want to make sure that they take care of it. It's special to them. It means something to them. And so we believe that, with the buy-in, there comes believe in, and then they trust in what we're doing and what we're trying to give them and infuse them with in terms of what it takes to really be successful in our program. And these guys have bought in, and they've done a tremendous job. And it's about winning for the team. When you get a group of guys like this that have come in, they're transferred, they weren't together last year, they didn't play together. The chemistry is so important, and these guys have done a really outstanding job of coming together. And it hadn't been about me. There's this thing out the best potential of me is we. I think they have gotten that down now, that together they can make some special things happen. They had to learn how to play with each other and for each other. And to be able to do that, and they saw that end goal that was so close of having a chance to win a championship, and to do that, I think exploded, and that will escalate hopefully on Thursday. That these guys still have, I think, a lot of room for growth this season. Although we had that great game, I think there's a lot of room for growth. So I think we've got a lot more that we have to offer as a group.
And defensively, Coach, I'll tell every young man who I talk to who plays ball, hey, if you defend every night, you have a chance. Because if you get in their bodies, contest every shot, make it hard on them, fight over screens, do what you got to make it hard on them. Give it energy and effort, you can win, because it's make or miss. You're not going to make every shot every time.
Right.
If you get a rebound, get in transition, stop people, you can score that easily. So I wish more young men commit to defense and giving it everything they are, because it can turn the offense real fast, as you and I both know, Coach.
Well, defense travels, and there are going to be some off nights that you're going to have in terms of playing and trying to score the basketball. But defense travels. There can't be an off night defensively if you're really locked in trying to stop your opponent. And I always tell guys, I ain't playing make it, take it. So we get an opportunity, but when they go back on the other end, we've got to make sure that we get stops. And these guys have done a tremendous job of that. It hadn't been easy, but I think they've taken pride in defending, because we talk about rebounding the basketball and getting stops. And I think that's important. I think we led the league in terms of rebounding as well, which is important. And I told them if we can lead the league in rebounding, get to the foul line and take care of the basketball, some great things can happen for us. And out of our last 14 out of 15 tries, we've been successful doing that. These guys have done an incredible job. But if you've got to defend, and I got a group of guys that are extremely capable in doing that because of the length, the quickness, the physicality that they have the ability to play with, have made this team special.
And Coach, we talked earlier this year. You and I both did not know what was going to happen. So talk about the support staff around you, the people we don't see, the administration at Texas Southern, the compliance people, academic people, trainers who would help keep your team safe and keep you guys safe and sound. Because this year has been a wild year for everybody involved. And to make it to this point, Coach, with all the things you had going on around you, for you and your players and your staff around you, yes, we feel good for you all to know all their hard work and sacrifice paid off. We get to go to Indianapolis for this great opportunity, once a lifetime thing to do, and go to this tournament and have a chance to win a game and keep on going and represent the SWAC, taking Southern Houston the way you all do down there for those people in that great state of Texas.
Well, it all starts with the administration and the support there. And I can just tell you this, it's second to none. We have a president there at the university. He loves basketball. He's obviously an academician because of the seat that he sits in. But at the end of the day, loves sports. We've got a tremendous VP of athletics and our athletic director, and Kevin Granger, who was a former player whose jersey actually hangs in the ceiling there in the arena in which we play. So he's a big basketball fan. He loves all the sports, but we don't have everything. But I can tell you what they will do. They will exhaust everything that we do have to try to make sure that these student athletes are provided the best opportunity that they can get. And so these young men understand that. So their way of giving back is to make sure that they exhaust and do everything that they can to leave it out there on the floor, because they're getting it back from our administration. And our administration is really second to none. I mean, with this COVID thing, football season was moved, soccer season, baseball, everything. So everybody's really had to be pulled in different directions and really exhausting their time and energy on a daily basis. But you would be hard pressed to find somebody without a smile on their face when they're working and at their basketball games and having a chance, and we're out there winning, and because they're all a part of this. We're not separate. We obviously out there kind of on the front line, but everybody that's a part of this and us winning, it's really connected, and we really take that to heart. I was very fortunate. Last night, received a call and grabbed the phone, and wasn't familiar with the number, and it was close to midnight. I picked up the phone because I didn't know if it was something connected to the tournament, and it was the mayor of Houston calling. Wow. Sylvester Turner, just to congratulate us, one, and just talk about the impact that these young men have made on the lives of so many people there just in the city, the way that they've conducted themselves, the way that they've played. And so it's up to us to make sure that we continue to represent that university, the city, and the community in which we live the right way. And our guys going to certainly make sure that they do that.
Oh, there, but Coach Jones, I'll be cheering for you guys, man. I will. I want you to get that W. I want you to keep on going, man, and shock the world, Coach. I'm praying for you guys, and I'm rooting for you. You already know, Coach. I love you guys, man, down there at Texas Southern. I love it.
Man, I really appreciate it, and thanks so much for your time. And you obviously do a tremendous job, and I appreciate you having me on. We're excited,
Coach.
And I love being here and being a part of this and getting their message out. And you do a great job of helping us deliver it. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Anytime, Coach. You be blessed. Talk to you real soon and have fun today at practice, man. I know you can't wait to get on that floor, man.
Absolutely. Thank you, and go Tigers.
Yes, indeed. Be blessed, Coach. See you soon, buddy.
Okay. Blessings.
All right.